Good evening, everybody. Charlotte Flair being fine. Did she have surgery? I don't know. We're going to talk about a whole bunch of stuff this week, but Charlotte is back and making some headlines. Welcome to the IllumiNERDI Wrestling Order. I'm Jay, of course. We got Nate. We got Pumps. Going to talk about the week in pro wrestling. A little light. You know, it's post WrestleMania, so it's a little light. But there's also stuff to talk about. Oh, and we could talk about Impact because that's going on today. So let me lob it over first to my man, Big Nate Dog, Nathan Haskills. What's going on tonight with you, Nate?
Oh, hanging in there. I'm actually stone sober, which is, I know it's going to shock. This is shocking the IllumiNERDI wrestling world.
There's a lady in Rhode Island that doesn't believe you.
I have had 0 alcoholic beverages today. And I don't even know why I should be proud of myself.
Wait, are you in a dry state? Are you at home?
Nope, not at all. I just, I went hard on Friday and Saturday and thought maybe I'd take today off. It's usually the other way around. Hung some TVs at the house today, so, doing home things. Yeah, that's about it.
Excellent. Pumps, I see the Confederate Championship belt is no longer there.
You keep changing names.
He must have had a P1, 2, 3. What's going on with you, Pumps?
It's still here. I had to move some things around for a topic we're going to be talking about later. Yeah, it's been a week. I had to suffer through the Mortal Kombat movie for the IllumiNERDI live stream, which shout out to everybody that watched that with me. It was a good time, but the movie was
not a good time.
Not a good time.
Time at all. Hey, what did you call that championship a couple weeks ago, Jay? The Robert E. Lee.
The Robert E. Lee belt.
Yeah, but it was like Lee EW or there was something like that.
It's had a few names. It might be the Clayton Bigsby belt next week.
Yeah, right.
That might be a good one too. But thanks for joining us, you guys. We're always glad you tune in with us on a Sunday. You get all this good personality and talking mess. I mean, you're not going to get that on the Power Rangers show. So you might as well keep coming back here each and every Sunday. So what should we kick off with? Gents, we've got Impact that is currently going on tonight. I see some hurt feelings on Twitter about how that's playing out. We could talk a little bit about Charlotte because that was our thumbnail. We could lead off with that. Where shall we begin? Pumps, where shall we begin, Pumps?
Well, I didn't watch Raw or SmackDown, so...
Shocking.
But you did bring up the TNA pay-per-view, and Pumps actually said in the pre-show, how much was it?
They tried to get $39.99 for that thing, and I said nope.
With all the
that's kind of high.
With all the streaming things that they have to compete with, I just is their roster salary that big that they need to try to get? I mean,
it can't.
I don't know. $19.99 maybe.
If it was 20, even if it was 25, I would have pulled the trigger on it just to see the main.
Sure, and the main was
Kenny Rich Swann title.
Oh, that's right. Mm-hmm. And did I see a thing on Instagram that Big Kaz showed up?
It's his debut night.
Yes.
Yeah, he debuted, and somebody said that he's aging more rapidly than Edge.
The last pictures I saw of him, I'd say he's had some help from some supplements. So
are they officially there? Like, is it both of them or is it just Kaz? Do we know?
I would assume it's just Kaz because he's really tied in with Gallows.
7 feet tall, and you can't teach that.
You can't teach that.
Yeah.
But no, he rolls heavy with Gallows. So I would assume it's just him.
Gotcha.
I don't know what ENZO is doing, so I don't really follow him.
I hope he's not rapping.
Well, why don't you call him out and have a rap beef?
Oh God.
Ooh. That's not a bad idea. Can we start an IllumiNERDI campaign where we just troll him endlessly until he agrees to a rap battle with Nate?
Yeah.
Okay, IllumiNERDI watchers, all 2.5 of you.
All
2.5 of you. I need you to go to your respective platforms or maybe you just want to stand in the middle of the street and like do a sign on the side of the road. But we want this rap battle with Nate and Enzo, because Nate, I think you cook his ass like a rotisserie chicken.
Right.
I think
I know how to rap, and you can't teach that. Bars.
And
you see, like I'm already.
I don't know if Nate can top consensual penis though. That's
corny.
probably the greatest rap line ever.
Yeah. Wow, I forgot he said that.
Gripping my consensual penis.
You know, it makes me think
It sounds like a South Park thing.
They're so weird though. Him and Big
His
Cass
wife is a
so
South Park
weird
thing.
to me. It makes me think of Carmella, and I'm just like,
wasn't she with one of them?
She was the hairdresser in their little group originally.
But she was with Cass for real.
Yeah, she was with Cass.
Yeah.
And then
it's like, man, Corey is a big time upgrade just on GP, but
she's with Corey Graves, because that didn't like break up Corey Graves' marriage.
Homewrecker.
Yeah.
Oh, don't call that woman a homewrecker per se, because from what they did this whole story bit on Total Divas last year when they were hooking up or where they were getting together, and she was crying every episode about, I didn't break him up, he was already moved out. Well, his wife, okay, yeah, y'all could call her that. His wife called her a homewrecker, so hey, I don't know. But anyway, kudos to you, Carmella, because that's a big upgrade, because I don't get it. I don't get it with Big Cass at all. Corey kind of fine. A little bit too many tattoos for me, but he's still kind of fine. But whole nother show. Maybe we'll do I need some lady wrestling fans. I should do a ladies show.
Oh, we'll get Mrs. Pumps in here. She will gladly read you off her list.
I will. Hey, you know, that's not a bad idea. I'm gonna have
IllumiNERDI After Dark.
With Jay. Ooh, that's not a bad idea. So we're gonna put that one in a hopper. But back to actual pro wrestling. Big Cass made his debut tonight on Impact. I haven't seen it, still going on. I've been watching the Oscars. The gents have been here with me and doing their respective gentlemanly things. So you in the chat, if you saw Big Cass's debut tonight, let us know what did he even do anything? I wonder. Did he just walk out?
Yeah,
probably did a run in.
Did he just like, I'm here?
Stand. He stood next to the whole roster, and nobody was within 6 inches of his height, other than Gallows. Other than Gallows.
Yeah. Moose.
Oh, I forgot Moose is even wrestling still.
Well, because he's on Impact Island.
That's fair enough.
I do think the pay-per-view wrapped up though. What's that, Jay?
No, I hate when they bring someone new and they don't do anything. Like on the intro night, I need somebody to get the piss slapped out of them or something. I hate, who was the last one that did that? The Big Show or something? He just walked out and stood there or something on AEW.
Well, he announced Christian, and Christian also didn't do anything for 3 weeks.
Yeah, that's like that shit was fresh, like in the 90s when like Farouk hopped the fucking the whatever the fucking ringside thing. I mean, he was in that silly ass outfit, but he still did it. And then he came and fucking dope fiended somebody in the ring, or when Scott Hall came, whatever. Like, yeah, nowadays dudes just show up in a suit and stand there and then end up jumping out of a birthday cake 6 weeks later.
You know what ruined it? Kayfabe, because there is no more it doesn't exist anymore. I don't even know why people start use the term. You watch the show and then next thing you know, they're shaking ass on TikTok. And it's like, where is that? So wrestlers, when you're coming out to make your debut for your pop, don't just stand there. At least Ultimate Warrior it and run to the ring and beat the hell out of somebody. Like, hell, kick the cameraman. Do something.
Kick the cameraman.
It don't even matter. Just don't just stand there. So there is that. But so for all you Big Cass fans out there, all 0.75 of you, let us know. Let us know. Send us some messages and let us know what you think of his big debut tonight. So in Impact, anything else we want to talk about from Impact tonight? I know we had the big main event with Rick Swann and Kenny Omega. Shall we talk about that? Because I think I saw some tweets about the ending.
Yeah, it's over. I know who won, but I don't know how it ended.
From what I saw, the end, I won't say who won. You can say who won, but it was kind of back and forth. And then in the end, who we thought was going to win, he got pummeled or beat down or like that. Uh-oh, my computer froze.
Oh, no, you're back.
Okay, I'm back. Okay, so do us the honor. Announce tonight's winner, Pumps, of the big Impact pay-per-view show that was woefully overpriced.
Yeah, surprising no one. Kenny is now the AEW and TNA World Heavyweight Champion.
I really, for a second,
shocker. I know.
For a second there, I thought Rich Swann was going to be the AEW champion.
I really thought Rich Swann was going to be the one to kick out of the One-Winged Angel for the first time in 7 years. But yeah, I don't know how it ended. I haven't read the recaps. It ended probably about 5 minutes before we went on, so I haven't really had a chance to find a way to watch it. So,
all right.
Yeah, it's out there. It's out there. The IllumiNERDI Wrestling Order does not encourage illegal streaming.
Nope.
We encourage you to consume your content responsibly. Very responsibly.
However you choose to do so.
And call us on FaceTime when you consume it responsibly.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, Wednesday I'm sure we'll see the because Impact's on Thursdays now, so AEW will be the first time we see it.
So now, for the first time, do we have a show Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday?
I mean, I do. I don't know.
Yeah, we know you do. You know you do.
No, actually, I don't, because I don't watch Mondays.
Well, that's what I'm saying, though. But I'm just saying, like, we have
there is
Monday, NXT Tuesday, AEW Wednesday, TNA Thursday, SmackDown Friday.
Oh, I meant New Japan Strong.
When's New Japan Strong on?
Fridays.
Right. Okay, Friday. Well, either way. But I don't think that's ever been a thing.
No.
Where there was like shows on American television every night of the week.
No.
We're in unprecedented times.
Wow.
The fucking seltzer wars, the streaming wars. There's there's wrestling on every night of the week. We are still all about fuck the Power Rangers. This is amazing. This is an amazing time to be alive, guys.
It is. Fuck the Power Rangers.
My cousin is asking for a Jay's Garden update, so don't forget to put that in the end.
Oh, I got one for him too.
Okay,
I definitely got a new one for him too. I might even share a photo.
All right.
So you could get an update on that before the show closes. Ew, what's our producer doing? But anyway, so yeah, we'll close it out there on Impact. So for those of you who watched it tonight, if you guys could just see what goes on in the studio behind the scenes, you would be mortified. You probably would like it even more. But so we'll put a pin in Impact, and next week we'll probably talk about it a little bit more when we've had a chance to see some of the matches and some of the highlights, since it just ended before we went on the air. So, but we do know Kenny Omega is the TNA and Impact or AEW champion or whatnot, and so salute to him. It went how it seemed. Rick Swann, wow. When I think of him, I just think of him getting fired from WWE for allegedly smacking his lady or something like that, and it turned out to be unfounded. But whatever. He's
weird
back
how all the rapists are still employed, though.
All the adult and childlike ones.
Allegedly. So kudos to them. All right. Now, shall we go to AEW or shall we talk some WWE? I admit I did not get to see any AEW. I did so good last week. You did.
I didn't get to see any AEW this week because I had a lot of press this week and a lot of burnout. And I had a big cover come out, so I was talking about that.
Yeah. Congratulations on that, by the way.
Thank you. I did not expect that to go off, or I don't know if you guys watching are into it. You know, there's this lady, she's like a vegan chef, and back in the day, she went viral for making vegan recipes, and it just went crazy. But anyway, she shared it. Her name is Tabitha Brown. If you like vegan cooking or you just like cooking, period, watch her. She's dope, and she's real cool and sweet and friendly. So shout out to her. AEW. So AEW, I didn't get to see any AEW. Do we have any interesting developments? I feel like the women had something going on this week. I saw a little bit of it in the channel, but I don't remember all was going on. Did either of you get to see the whole show? We know Pumps probably watched some. Nate, did you watch some this week?
I did not watch any AEW this week unless it was on Instagram.
I only caught the main event, so.
All right, well, what was the main event?
Jungle Boy and Darby Allin for the TNT Championship.
It
was a good little showcase match. You know.
Can you imagine?
What do you got? What do you got? Wrestling historian.
Don't just for yourself now. Give it to us. What it is.
Like, if I didn't watch wrestling and I was flipping the channels and I came across and like the main event was Jungle Boy versus Darby Allin, just on aesthetics, just looking at him, you're just like, who the fuck are these little guys? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
you think of pro wrestling, you think of yoked dudes. Chris Benoit was only 5'8", but he was jacked, and you were like, that dude is a ass kicker or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, even Daniel Bryan, he's little, but he, looks like a wrestler. Jungle Boy and Darby Allin look like a fucking hippie and a fucking hipster. It's the hippie versus the hipster for the fucking avocado toast championship.
Yeah.
Get a hipster go into a bar, they decide to wrestle for some avocado toast.
For the for the gluten-free title.
God, that sounds like the beginning of a Netflix film.
But I'm sure
I bet you're wondering how I got here.
Like, I'm sure it was, right? I'm sure it was a good match. Like I said, they can both work. And if you're watching the whole show and they they did like build it correctly, like Jungle Boy getting a big chance at the TNT time. I don't know. I just think that's not a good look for the casual wrestling fan.
It's more of a top of the hour main event than a end of the show main event.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Like, it's kind of like a cruiserweight deal. Like, fucking Juventud Guerrero and Psychosis weren't ever going to be in the main event of Nitro, but it was a match that you looked forward to if you were watching the show.
Yeah.
You know what, but in the main you had Jay Leno. No, I'm just kidding. But
yeah, you had Rodman versus
Karl Malone and fucking, Mongo McMichael. But
okay.
But they looked like wrestlers, and I just think that it's just not a good look if you're trying to get casual wrestling fans to have that be your main event.
Yeah.
Weird. Now I don't have to listen to Cornette because I just heard what he's gonna say.
Yeah, especially in that time slot. So if you're, what is that? That's the 11 o'clock hour, like, right? Is it 8 to 10 o'clock?
Yeah.
Yeah, 8 to 10. So that's a 10 o'clock hour. Like, what's your demo there? It's not fucking kids that
35.
It's not kids that are gonna think that Jungle Boy and Darby Allin, who are cool action figures,
and it ain't women because nothing about that popping.
Mrs. Pumps enjoys her some Jungle Boy.
Oh, okay. All right. Shout out to Mrs. Pumps. Hey.
But how many women are watching wrestling for the guys anymore? And if they are,
I think whatever women watch wrestling are watching it.
No, I'm just saying.
We are not watching for a Meteora. That's for damn sure.
No, but listen, Jay, you actually like wrestling. I'm talking the casual, like you get into the storyline aspect of it. The casual nail shop, quartet is just looking at Roman Reigns going, he's fine. I don't give a fuck what he's doing in the ring or whatever. You know what I mean?
But he's a damn good hook if you need a hook.
Yeah. Oh, are you kidding me? I'm not gonna lie, bro. Roman Reigns was fantastic again this week, and we'll get to SmackDown. And I'm not gonna lie, he was on screen, and I was just going, "That's a good looking motherfucker." like it's hard. I can't really find a flaw about Roman Reigns.
Well, you know what? I think you said it best on one of our previous shows. It's like, he hit the genetic lottery, like him and The Rock, because like the rest of the family, they sucked up all the fine genes between him and The Rock. That's it. It's like them, and then like the Usos are
bad looking guys.
Who?
The Usos.
Oh no, the Usos are cool too. They don't look like Roman, but they're good. They're good looking guys too. But then you get like the rest of the like Alpha and Sika and all the rest of the family and Rafiki, and it's like, Rafiki. See, there I go again. Rafiki. Rikishi. Yeah. And it's just like,
yeah. I love that
she. I don't know what
bought...
happened there. Salute to Roman. For no other. Good evening to Roman Reigns and Roman Reigns alone.
If we might as well just segue into SmackDown, since I feel like unless there was any other AEW news that you had, Bumps.
No, Wednesday is probably going to be a must watch, but I haven't. I watched the main and that was it. So
we have a comment from the chat. They want to know if you guys are sexist. Shout out to Marshall Lee Morningstar. He said, "Are these guys sexist? Really? Anybody can't just like wrestling just because they do?" Gentlemen, your responses. Thanks for tuning in, Marshall.
Yeah, I appreciate that, Marshall, but I don't know what you mean.
Oh, with the women watching when you said the women aren't watching for the Meteoras.
What the fuck does Meteora mean?
That's what the move.
The move what Sasha does, where she jumps in the knees and they land on your neck.
No. I'm not saying that's not the case. I'm not saying that can't happen, but it's not. That's like an exception to rules. Come on, are we really gonna say that females are a large part of the wrestling? Have you been to an indie show? I mean, it's usually not for that. I'm not saying it can't be for that. So no, I'm not sexist. To answer your question.
your brother has your back. Your brother has your back.
No, it's like I said, you need a hook.
Marshall, I feel you. Marshall. Okay, as the woman on the panel, the cis straight woman on the panel, I'm a little bit low-key gonna have to agree with my co-host here, because out of my friend group, and I'm not one of those women who are like, women can't be friends because women are messy. I'm not one of those women. I have tons of women friends. I love all my girlfriends to death. I don't have no other homegirls who are watching wrestling. And before you're like, well, you're black. I don't have any homegirls, period. White, Asian, Hispanic, black, otherwise. I don't have any other girlfriends that I can talk about wrestling. Like literally none. Literally none. Right. So, and that's just my friend group. Maybe there's large tribes of women out there.
Yeah, of course,
who are watching it. I just don't know any. I would love to know some other. We don't even have any female viewers who tune into the show. Everyone in the chat is male.
And we've had female wrestlers on.
When?
Yes.
Oh, we had what's her? Oh no, we had her husband on.
Yeah.
Oh, Nate.
Shit. We tried to get her on through him. Damn it.
Oh, yeah. Nate.
This is what you come for.
And we're back.
Marshall, but I feel what you're saying, Marshall. There are definitely legions of women, because I do follow a lot of women on Twitter who are true wrestling fans, not just watching for the aesthetics, who know the moves, who are longtime vested in the storylines and all that. But, I'm going to have to agree with the fellas. The large body of the wrestling community is still abundantly male.
Yeah, of course. And it is what it. If I would love if my lady watched wrestling, that'd be fantastic. But she'll watch it with me. But she's not. She's gonna be on her phone. She'll look up and we'll talk about it. She was interested in the Roman segment. Shockingly.
Imagine that.
This lady got good taste. My daughter doesn't even watch. My daughter used to be super into it with me now. She too cool now. So she'll pop in for like the major stuff, and she'll, but she's starting to fall away from it a bit. But you know what, Marshall? I like that you said that. If you've got some girls who are into it, bring them on into the chat. I want to make new lady friends who are into it like I'm into it, and I think that would be super dope. But to say our fellas here are sexist, I mean, they questionable.
I feel like
they're not sexist.
Pumps likes women's wrestling more than men's wrestling.
Nate is questionable, but he's not sexist. Let me pull Pumps out. Pumps is cool. But let me pull Pumps out. But no, Nate is definitely not sexist. I will co-sign my boy on
appreciate
that.
you. I appreciate
so there's that. So back to the actual show to SmackDown. So Roman did his thing did he wrestle Daniel Bryan? Like I saw they were shooting,
no,
but I didn't. Did they actually wrestle this week, or did he do the thing with his cousin and Daniel Bryan again?
No, so it came up. They opened the show. It was Cesaro came out calling out Roman. Seth Rollins comes out and tells Cesaro, you're not fucking done with me yet. Blah blah blah. Then Roman comes out. And then Daniel Bryan comes to back up Cesaro. And then it ended up with a tag team match with Uso and Seth versus Bryan and Cesaro, which was good. It was like a 3-segment match. So it was very good. And then they really, I feel bad for Jay, man. He has to job out every week. And I get that that's his role. And like, but he just gets his ass beat. like, and I don't know what that does for his character. I mean, I like it because he's kind of like I'm gonna do a real super nerdy reference that probably Pumps is gonna only get. But it's like how Toad was Magneto's lackey and was always like would take shit from him, but he would always hang out with him still and like want to be part of the gang. And that's like Uso got spun like 40 times, and Daniel Bryan and Cesaro are on the mic going, "Come save your cousin, Roman. He's out. How can you're supposed to be the head of the table?" And Daniel Bryan's walking around the ring going, "I thought you were a family man," but we're like, which is really funny. It was a really, really good segment. And so they're beating up Uso, and Roman never shows up, and Cesaro's like, I'm gonna find you. I want my title shot. Blah blah blah. So then the main event ends up Cesaro and Daniel Bryan are in the ring. Roman comes down, cuts a really good promo again, tells Cesaro, "You're not even I don't even know why I should even be considering giving you a title shot." So, and then he sidesteps him and gives it to Daniel Bryan. So now next week, it's Daniel Bryan versus Roman Reigns. And if Daniel Bryan loses, he's off of SmackDown.
Oh, Lord. So who do we think? So who's going to interfere in the match next week, do you think? Because now we've come to a point where you've got this new faction now. We've got Seth, who is now in the mix. You've got Cesaro.
Yeah.
I don't see Cesaro running out to interfere because there's just no reason to. Daniel Bryan doesn't need help. He's good on his own. But there can't be a clean. It's too early to kick off anything. So who do we think interferes in the match? Someone has to interfere. Does Uso brother number 1 come back?
When is that happening? What is wrong with Jimmy? Where is Jimmy? Where is Jimmy? Why?
He had surgery.
Still? I
don't know. I hope he's not out drunk driving again.
Yeah, that could be a problem. I want him to come back because I think he brings a whole new dynamic to the whole head of the table.
He's a better Uso on the mic.
Well, not only that,
when he comes back, he's going to be great.
Yeah, not only that, it just gives you more angles. Like, you got just more like Jimmy and Jay in the back, maybe like talking shit, like, man, why we always gotta fucking do what Roman says? You know what I mean? Like that kind of shit. But then when Roman comes around, they like, act straight. You know what I mean? There's just cool more matches. I don't know. I feel like Jay's had his fucking shoulders to the mat more than fucking.
When you said that just
I
now,
can't even say on here because I'm getting called sexist.
When you said that just now, it made me think of that part in Friday where Smokey goes, "He told me shut the fuck up, and I be quiet. But when he leave, I'll be talking again."
Yeah,
kind of what
exactly
right now.
Yeah,
man, Pumps. I know this ain't your thing. I know you are ready to swear off American professional wrestling. I know it. But if you could pick, you've seen enough recently to know what it is. Who do you want interfering in the match? Or does Daniel Bryan even need that? Like, what do we do with this? Because we're at the it's like the reset. It's post WrestleMania. We don't really have any feuds. We don't really have anything. but we need to start setting the table for something. What do you think makes sense?
Well, how far away is WrestleMania Backlash?
Oh,
Is it like a couple of weeks? Because the match, I thought the match was already made.
Got to be a couple weeks because they're not going to have Roman and Daniel Bryan have this big ass match on SmackDown the week before and not.
Well, I thought WrestleMania Backlash now.
I thought it was Cesaro Roman was already booked for. Did I make that up?
I think you made that up. I mean, it probably will be, and they're just building to it via this angle with Bryan, I guess. I don't know. Because all of a sudden, Bryan and Cesaro are fucking best buddies. It's like how, like, all this, you know what I mean? They're like, no, man, you should get the title shot. No, man, you should get the title shot. It's like the battle of the fucking good guys.
Well, that's what I figured. If Cesaro's getting the shove, he would interfere in the match to keep the babyface heat. Not heat, but you know what I mean? To stay the babyface. Other than that, I'm not super familiar with who else is, on SmackDown.
Is Brie Bella pregnant again? Maybe he's taking time off.
I don't know. Right now, the only matches we have for Backlash are Bobby Lashley versus Drew McIntyre, and we have Bianca versus Bayley. Other than that, there's no matches. So clearly they don't know what the hell they want to do with Roman. I mean, I know what I want to do. But they don't know what they want to do with Roman's character at all.
Yeah, I would say Cesaro interferes just because he seems to be hanging around the title anyway. You know what I mean? I don't know.
No, Cesaro's not going to. Cesaro's not interfering whatsoever. He's going to keep his. I'm fucking Switzerland.
I think I would like it better if Cesaro was in the match against the Nigerian king.
Yes, Apollo Crews. So I
like that better.
Yeah. So the only other things of note that happened on SmackDown were Apollo and Kevin Owens wrestled for the IC strap. But then Big E is angry that he hasn't gotten his rematch or whatever from WrestleMania. So then Big E, Apollo wins. He beats Kevin Owens via some shenanigans, and then Big E attacks Apollo in the back. So we're probably continuing the Big E Apollo feud, which I am all for, because the every week Apollo gets more Nigerian. I am here for it.
More Nigerian.
I love it. Yeah. And he's got like a giant. He's got like a Great Khali heater now that can maybe wrestle a little bit better than Great Khali, but who knows? He's the big guy from the Shane McMahon. What was that thing? The Fight Club or whatever.
Yep.
Yeah. He's his.
Why did they change his name?
I don't know.
He's Nigerian now.
He's from Nigeria.
He is Nigerian.
The big guy?
Yes.
Oh no, not him. Not Big Omos.
No, not Omos. Babatunde.
That dude is Nigerian?
Yes.
Come on.
You know what? I'm out.
I will Google it just to double check.
Jay has left the chat.
Okay. That dude is Get the hell out of here.
I am double checking.
If you're Googling that.
If he's legit Nigerian, that makes that gimmick that much better.
Thank you, Nate. I was just going to say the same thing. I'm like, please let him talk. Just let him talk so we can hear what a proper Nigerian accent sounds like, and not the vampire in Brooklyn one that they got Apollo do.
Well, he was born in Poland, so that kind of goes out of that.
Oh, bums.
No, wait, hang on.
If this man is Nigerian and they got Apollo doing the fake night, you know what? But I mean, Apollo probably has Nigerian parents or something like that, because I don't think he would just come up with that out of his ass. You know, I'm sure his family is Nigerian. Just his accent is not very good. You know what I'm saying?
It's supposed to be like Wakanda, right? That's what it is. Yeah.
No, I don't. You know, they're doing all that. I mean,
which I'm here for. I think it's great.
Yeah, his father is Nigerian. I knew I didn't make that up.
Wow.
His mother's Polish. His father's Nigerian.
Why did I even doubt you, Pumps? I don't even know why I even doubted you. Oh, WWE, if somebody is ear hustling this show, please let this man talk to Apollo. Don't have him out there being silent. I think they should send them out wearing kente cloth. I think that they should be bringing a drum. I think they need to be wearing the Lion Coming to America style. Like, if you gonna do the African thing, to go full ass Nigerian, especially after shout out to the king, Kamaru Usman, for beating holy dog shit out of Jorge Masvidal. I know y'all in the chat probably ain't feeling that if y'all MMA fans.
Oh, Masvidal lost?
Masvidal got knocked out. So I say all that to say they need to really beef up the whole Nigerian thing and to see if Usman wants to like come out and walk with him, because they've got 3 Nigerian champions over on the UFC side. Dana White and Vince are very close. You know, let's get this little Nigerian train rolling. You know, everybody in the crowd gets jollof rice, all of it. It could be great. Call me.
Yeah, I'm for it.
Yeah. So we'll keep it extra Nigerian. So any other highlights from
that was about it for SmackDown. Nope, that was about it. Oh, no, hold on. Tamina beat Nia.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it seems like they're pushing Tamina.
Yay. That's
what's his
sweet.
face? Who's the little valet for Nia?
Reginald.
Yeah. Reginald. I kind of like Reginald, by the way.
He's growing on me. His little fits are cute.
Yeah, his suit was absolutely Pumps level. His suit was WrestleMania New Orleans Pumps level.
Bourbon Street Senator cat pants.
Yeah, that's right. Pumps was wearing when we were on Bourbon Street for New Orleans. Pumps was out there in pants that had cats all over them, just flossing.
Okay, can we make a pact? So in 2023, that's 22 is when Mania is coming here. 2023. Okay, so when Mania comes, I'm hoping the IllumiNERDI got a little bit more money by then, or we're gonna have to take our act on the road. But we should get us some matching outfits. Like, you guys should get, like, Pumps could do the suit. Nate, you could do like pants made out of it and rock a tee out of the same whatever Pumps' suit looks like, and I'll get a dress. And
there you go.
And we'll do a whole thing. And we'll walk around and take pictures, and people are gonna be like, who is that? We need belts.
Listen, when Mania comes here in 2023, Pumps is gonna come stay in my guest room. And you know we're going to more than one show.
We gonna have a show
there. We're gonna have to go to all of them. We're gonna have to go to all of them just for the hell of it, right? Or most of them. I don't know. That's a lot of shows over the weekend. Because what we'll do, Mania, NXT, Takeover. An indie, NXT, Mania, and then like an indie show or something. Because it's gonna be some, AEW probably. I wouldn't be surprised if AEW was in the vicinity.
Yeah.
By 2023,
we're gonna need a booth at one of those shows where the people come.
The conventions
at WrestleCon.
Joe, I hope Joe's listening.
Joe,
because we're gonna need a booth.
We need a booth.
Yeah.
And outfits. Yeah. And a makeup person. I need my hair done.
Right. So, but I do want to do where me and Pumps have the shirts and say right and left hand man, left hand man. And then you can be, like the
head of the table.
Yeah, head of the table. You know what I mean?
Like,
yeah.
Okay. One more thing before we move on from SmackDown. I posted it in our group chat. I'm gonna tell you what is not head of the table. Is this what? See, here's the thing with my Roman. No matter what, WWE has to mess it up somehow. Like,
what?
They can't never get it totally right with Roman. This is the shirt that they have chosen for Roman to be rocking now. And this is among some of the worst ring shit I have ever seen. And I've seen some bad ones. But really, look at how they got Roman looking in this.
Hold on. I'm going to be dead serious with you.
You tell me.
What are you about to say?
He came out in that shirt and cut a promo. Okay? Now listen, he came out in that shirt. I didn't really think twice about the shirt. he came out in that shirt, and it was Daniel Bryan and Cesaro in the ring, and Roman was like, I did what I said what I was gonna do at Mania. And what does it say? It says stack them. It says pack them, stack them, pin them.
Wait, it says smash them, stack them, pin them.
Yeah. And he goes. I said what I was gonna do. I smashed them. I stacked them, and I pinned them. And then he put it at the bottom of the guy, and he goes, and Daniel Bryan, that's you. That's you at the bottom. You're a double loser. And I popped, and I was like, fuck, God damn it, Roman, you are good on the mic right now as a heel. And for a second, I went, I might need that t-shirt.
No, you don't. No, you don't. You don't need that t-shirt. They've got Roman looking like he's having a hot girl summer, first of all. I mean, at least let Roman look right. First, that's number one. Number two, okay, no, just no. Who drew this? Don't you ever dare WWE do this to this fine ass specimen ever again. Why can't they? Even the last shirt was bad. The head of the table shirt. Like the head of the table part was great, but they had to put that whack ass Superman punch silhouette on it just to make it whack. Like, why are WWE shirts so bad? The only good shirts that they ever had that I've liked in recent years has been Rusev Day. I like that one. I liked Alexa Bliss's Twisted Bliss, Harley Quinn little look that she was doing. And that's about it. I've tried to order so many shirts, and I just don't like them.
Their Legends merch is dope.
Okay.
I ordered like 4 Legends shirts when they had a WrestleMania sale. Like I bought like an Earthquake one, a fucking Razor Ramon. Well, like their Legend stuff is cool. But yeah, their merch for the the current roster is usually, I think it's aimed towards a younger crowd. You know what I'm saying? But
you know what I want to talk about before we move off of WWE, and
we all know who has the best merch.
Your merch is that's cool.
Oh wow! How did you get Nashville on that?
Because New Japan knows where their bread is buttered, sir.
No, that's right. You better tell them, Pumps.
The IllumiNERDI might not, but New Japan does.
Can we talk about homeboy that got fired after he sipped Mickey James?
Yes, we can, because I have notes about that.
Let's go, Pumps. Because I know you don't want to talk about the wrestling shit, so let's get on that. And that dude's been an asshole because he was an asshole on Total Divas.
Yeah, he's been a dick since Jump Street.
Run it down for us, Pumps. Run it down.
Well, apparently he sent back Mickey. Well, Mickey James is what got him in trouble, but he has a habit of sending fired wrestlers their stuff in trash bags. And apparently, he went to
the extent of putting a trash bag in a box.
Yeah. Like NFL training camp style, like pack your shit, Rook, you're out of here.
Like fucking, what's that movie, man? What was that movie? The Program, man. They opened the locker and you had the yellow fucking ribbon. I mean, you got cut.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but also
shout out to Omar Epps.
There was another story that broke today about old Mark Carano, from his ex-girlfriend. Now this is all alleged, but apparently he's been
there forever, right? Just in case anybody doesn't know who, like, there might be some people, like the person in the chat whose Instagram or YouTube name is Field Food Grade E period. Field Food Grade E period.
Yeah, he's been. They've been chatting all night, and I can't really make a complete sentence out of it. So I appreciate the interaction. But
listen, if that's
shout out to Field Food Grade period.
No. Period. Yeah, listen, if that's the Power Rangers trying to troll us, you're doing an awful job. Like,
anyway, back to Mark Carano.
I just like at the end of the name. Period.
Period. But apparently he has also been stealing championship belts.
Who is he? Who is Mark Carano for people?
He was vice president of talent relations.
Okay, all right, okay, cool. All right, I'm just catch up people in case they don't know.
Yes, so he has been stealing championship titles allegedly and hiding them under the bed in his guest bedroom. That's according to his ex-girlfriend. She put that out on Twitter today.
So he's stealing titles and then
okay, hold on. So like, is he stealing people's actual titles, or is he going to like where the merch is locked up and just taking them to his house? Either way.
You know what would be fucking hysterical is if he, like, let's say he took Sasha's belt, right? Like from like when she won the title, and then went to WWEshop.com and bought the replica, the high-end replica though, like the $499 one of Sasha's belt, and then gave it to her, like, all right, you know, champ, here's your belt.
We just got to change the side plates on this one.
Yeah. And then he had like the actual ring-worn shit or used shit that's worth thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars on the black market.
I mean, it's a hell of a retirement plan.
Yeah, I mean, fuck. If that's what he's doing.
Which ties into the last thing we had.
I could see that because they had Bianca Belair taking pictures for like a week. And they still had her rocking the Sasha belt with Sasha's plates on it, the boss time.
I'm like, Mark Carano's bed.
Where her damn plates at? Homeboy got them under his bed.
Yeah, that was that's the breaking news. So
wow.
On top of sending people their belongings in a trash bag in a box, he's been sticky fingering title belts, allegedly.
I mean, we here at the IllumiNERDI.com do not advocate violence of any sort. But if that was me and my boss sent my shit over here in a trash bag, my brother, my uncle, I'd have to get me a man for 24 hours, something. Somebody got to go whip his ass. And that's on that. Don't you dare. All the money they made off of her back from her performing, and they send you your shit in the trash. Somebody need to kick his ass. But we do not advocate violence here at the IllumiNERDI Wrestling Order show.
No.
Sure don't.
Don't advocate it.
But so, that does tie into the other thing I had with the WWE Lost Treasures. If you guys didn't have anything else,
let's do it. Come on, pumps. Because we're wearing you out this week with the WWE shit. I know.
Well, no, it's fine. Actually, real quick, I did watch the New Japan Strong Openweight Championship between Brody King and Filthy Tom Lawler. It was a really good match. It was Walter and Cesaro-esque. Big man, little man kind of stuff. Not that Tom Lawler's small, but next to Brody King.
Walter and Drago?
No, Ciampa from TakeOver.
Mm.
Oh, last TakeOver.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. It was that kind of match, big man, little man.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was really good. Brody King, Tom Lawler. Tom Lawler won by chokeout.
Is Tom Lawler the ex-UFC guy?
He has cauliflower ears, so I would assume so, but I don't know.
Wasn't there a UFC guy was like Robbie Lawler?
Robbie Lawler.
Oh, maybe it's not the same. Okay, all right. I don't know why you would change your name from Robbie to Tom, but
he might.
Does he have to ask Jerry the King Lawler for permission to use that Lawler name in wrestling?
Well, they were in LA, not Memphis, so I don't think it's a problem.
You really don't think he asks him for for permission? I'm dead serious. Like how Arn Anderson got kind of like named an honorary Anderson. Like you can't just bro, I couldn't roll out and start my career as Nathan Piper. They'd be like, bruh.
It's true. Yeah, you couldn't be Nathan Hart.
No, I couldn't be Nathan Hart either. I couldn't be fucking Nathan Anderson. I could so Robbie Lawler had to have maybe given old Jerry a call, I think.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know enough about his backstory, but that'll give me something to do for next week. But to close out, I talked earlier in the week. I didn't know if you guys had seen the A&E show WWE Lost Treasures.
I want it to be known that I pay attention to every DM.
Look at this mofo in the background. Look at this mofo in the background.
Is that Is that for your butt?
Josh, our former producer.
Yeah.
Is that for your butt? What do you do with that?
Josh has time to come flex his bong on our show, but doesn't have time to produce us, huh, buddy? That is pretty nice, though.
There's a difference between has time to and wants to.
That's true. That's true. Shea better anyway.
Yeah.
Period. All
Put
day.
some respect on his name.
That's
all
right.
of it.
That's right. I swear, when wrestling starts getting live events going,
anybody who's like
we about to take over this channel.
But continue, Pumps.
That's true. We are going to take over Nate. No.
Hold on. Also, hold on. My cousin just said in the chat, Nathan Piper has sold more albums than Nathan has skill.
That one cuts deep.
Woo.
I think your mom still had the best line with, oof, not moving a lot of records, are you, Nate?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Mom, I got some CDs if you want them. Oof, not moving a lot of albums, are you?
That's a real thing. That's a real quote from my mother. I said,
wow.
No, I just wanted to know if you wanted one.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I do have plenty. Thanks for reminding me.
Fans when you got parents, right?
Yeah. Keeps you grounded. All right. I'm sorry. Go on, Pumps.
No. WWE Lost Treasures. It is a show where they start off in the warehouse. Apparently, they're trying to make an actual, like, museum. I don't know why I did air quotes for that.
Like a brick and mortar Hall of Fame.
Yeah, like a brick and mortar Hall of Fame, but a museum. They want to get things out of the hands of private collectors and into their warehouse, where it can be stored away like the Ark in Raiders of the Lost Ark, never to be seen again.
But I'm for that. If they're really gonna do a brick and mortar one, I'm for that. I don't want like that Mick Foley vest from Royal Rumble 2000 when they did a Hell in a Cell with him and Triple H, whatever or whatever the thing was that they got. Like, I want to see that. I don't want that to be in some guy's fucking Dungeons and Dragons lair and for fucking no one to find ends up in a fucking fired, burned house down. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm gonna feel you
how
on
much?
that.
How much? First of all, they weren't even in the collectible game until like yesterday.
It's you. You are right.
Like, talk about being late to the party. I mean, this wouldn't be a problem if you did care about your history to begin with.
You are correct.
Triple H had to buy Bruno's belt back, their belt back from his widow or son or daughter or something. So.
Yeah, but wasn't that because back in the day you used to put like a deposit on the belt?
In the NWA, yes.
Yeah, like when Ric Flair, when they made him the champion, you had to give him like 25 grand.
25 grand.
Right? Yeah, fucking wrestling historian. I know what's up, Pumps.
I did not describe you as that. You were described as that on another show. I'm just using your pre-established title. Sir.
I'm just saying that I do know things. I don't know.
I never said you didn't. I was using your title of wrestling historian, sir. What's with all this heat?
No. So go on. So Bruno's family sold the belt to the E.
Yes. So not to expose their business, but fuck them, I'm going to anyway. To start off this show, they've been calling around to Bryan Last, who is Jim Cornette's producer, looking for the Ric Flair butterfly robe. He obviously wouldn't do business with them. People in those circles, Conrad Thompson.
He has a lot, right? Conrad is big, yeah.
Yeah, Conrad Thompson's a big belt guy, a big collector guy, things like that. But a lot of the stuff that they found in this episode was stuff that they had auctioned off, or the wrestlers had auctioned, well, Mick Foley specifically, had auctioned off for charity.
Oh.
And for whatever reason, WWE wants it back to, again, put it in a box and store it in the warehouse, never to be seen again. So, through the power of the internet and the IllumiNERDI Wrestling Order, since Triple H played such a heavy part in this show, I just wanted to show him something that pertains to him and something that he can't have back. So if you'll give me a second. Now,
I'm into it.
There's some shit that can go viral.
I grew up in Rhode Island, very close to Connecticut. In my dealings in life, I met a man who knew someone who worked in the home office of Stanford. who would, Mark Carano style, walk things out the back door. That's how I got a good portion of my good wrestling collectibles. And that is where I came across these. These, Mr. Levesque, are the crutches you left in Alabama after your visit with Dr. James Andrews. Now, I don't know if you can see it. That is the address of WWE headquarters, FedEx labeled to Mr. Paul Levesque, with the date and the address and the phone number to Julie DeRosa, who used to work at WWE TV. And I would just like to tell Mr. Paul Levesque.
Well, tell us the significance of them first.
You cannot have these back. So he left these, the story goes, he left these at the airport or at the hotel getting into the car to go to the airport. And they tried to get him to him so he could walk around, obviously.
Right.
And by the time his flight landed, they just brought him another pair of crutches. So they sent these.
Yeah. Is this when he blew his quad?
Yes.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Who was it? Kurt Angle? Wrestling Kurt Angle?
I think it was, yes, I believe so. Yeah. And he blew his quad. And so, yes.
Yeah, it was gone for like 8 months or whatever. But yeah.
Right. Yeah.
His initial visit with Dr. James Andrews, he got these crutches.
Yeah. And there they are. And they are in Punk's house.
They are in Session Moth Studios.
We need like this clip, like for the Instagram, so we can tag them in it. So we can we got your shit.
Good luck. The bidding starts at $1 million.
Jesus Christ.
American.
I also accept Bitcoin.
Really?
What's your heat with Triple H? Hey, Triple H, I want you to know something. I like you, buddy. I'm going to disagree with Bubs.
I have nothing against you as a human being. I don't like the company that you run. I will also accept lifetime airfare and tickets to the Tokyo Dome for every Wrestle Kingdom show in perpetuity.
All right, well, that's...
How bad you want him back, Paulie? Call me, buddy.
We got them here on the IllumiNERDI Wrestling
and that's not
show.
For me. That's round trip for the fam.
Oh, period.
Yeah, perfect.
Exactly.
Come on down to Nashville. Make me an offer.
I know that's right. So you heard it here. So listeners, let them know. Tag Triple H and let them know. We got they shit over here. And if they want to see it again, they better come with some real offers. Like, I want somebody to come walking up with like a little piece of paper, and I want them to walk up to Pumps and be like, don't say the offer out loud. Just hand him the paper, and Pumps is gonna.
I'm for it.
Yeah.
For it.
Toss them the shit back. But watch it. So before we come to a close, the lovely Chris, who I adore so much. You know, he's. I'm trying to see who's gonna be my favorite Haskell. You know.
Oh, wow.
Oof.
I can't even be the favorite one, and I'm on it every week.
So 2 quick abbreviated stories. The garden is good. I have added a new tomato plant. Thank you for your advice before. And they're big and going to be yielding pretty soon. This is also the latest addition to the garden that doesn't make it onto the Instagram.
Oh, nice.
So it's doing good. Your girl got the green thumb. So that's thing number 1. Thing number 2, have I ever met Denzel Washington? No, not as an interviewer, but I was at a club out in North Hollywood one night. A friend of mine says, come through, have drinks. This is pre-media Jay, when Jay was just an HR professional working for the city. And I'm thinking it's just like a dive bar. So I'm looking like whatever, like jeans and a t-shirt type of thing. And I go there, and I'm sitting next to my peeps, and I'll leave that out. That might be a Patreon story of who's all in this joint. Mm-hmm. I hear something fall. I turn around, I reach down, and there's a man next to me. He is also reaching down to pick it up, and it is Denzel Washington. And he goes, "Hey, did you drop your glasses?" And I'm like, what do I call him? because do I call him Mr. Washington? Do I call him Denzel? And I go, no, those are not mine. Denzel. And he goes, oh, okay. I'm just going to put him here on the table. And he puts him there on the table. And all while this is going on, Bobby Brown is singing karaoke on stage. It was a crazy night. It's a great story. You know, the long version of it is even better. But, you know, Bobby Brown doing karaoke and Denzel Washington handing you some, not even looking fly, because your homeboy told you go into a dive bar and it was anything. But that's my Denzel story. Every time I've tried to interview him, I get like somebody be cock blocking and I don't get there. So hopefully soon. Right. Hopefully soon. But I have interviewed his son for Tenet.
And these are the stories that you get on the IllumiNERDI Wrestling Order.
Well,
Power
Rangers is not fucking.
All speculation. We've got real shit. Do any of the Power Rangers have a helmet? Probably not.
No. Do they have OG crutches?
Nope. Do they have a blaster? Probably not. Do they have any sort of? Probably not. Anything ain't gonna have. Nope.
What?
No memorabilia. We got stories with Denzel Washington.
What?
This is why we are the most interesting show on the IllumiNERDI network.
And most importantly, they ain't got no bars. They ain't got no bars. They don't got a hot 16, 8, or 4.
No.
They have no bars. None.
None.
But
Zero.
on that note, we'll be nice. We'll be a little bit nice tonight and we'll just close the show and stop ethering them. So for the good of the order, Mr. Jim Pumps, with your magic crutches, anything for the good of the order. Can you give us a hint? Have you found any more lost items that you're going to share with the class next week? Because we got to make this a thing.
Well, I kind of blew the big one right off the gate, but I'm sure I can probably get my hands on something. You should have told me beforehand we wanted a recurring segment, but
okay, well,
could have worked up to that.
Okay, wait, how much was it from crunches exactly?
Oh, he didn't buy it.
No, it was a trade.
Oh, it was he got
it was a trade.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, so
they didn't cost the person that gave them to me anything, so it was very affordable.
Okay.
Yeah, no,
and you got him at a time when that kind of stuff wasn't like how it is now, because that kind of that market.
Yeah, this was like 2005.
Yeah, that market, like the wrestling memorabilia market, has really jumped exponentially in the last 5 years.
It's dumb. It's just like insane.
Like my cousin has gotten me a couple autographed Randy Savage things, and that because he didn't autograph anything really. I mean, he did, but he didn't. But that was like before he didn't do the convention circuits and shit. Like he died. Like so, like something autographed, by Randy Savage is really, it's expensive and it's really rare. So, Pumps getting those crutches was awesome, because it was a time when the guy who gave them to him probably didn't think of the monetary value of them, and how could you back at that time? It was like, it's fucking wrestling. Who cares? Like,
yeah. Also in Connecticut, WWE stuff is not, knowing someone who works in the office.
Yeah, it's not super rare like that. Yeah. Like
it's not like
Pumps gave me a cool XFL polo shirt.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like one of the original ones and stuff. It's cool.
Nate, that was my thing for next week. God damn it.
Oh, damn.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I already know what I can show off next week. But no, to wrap it up, for the week, I just wanted to say thank you to the much maligned hosts of the various Power Rangers shows that were on the Mortal Kombat stream with me. The movie wasn't great, but I had fun.
How'd that go? Did you guys laugh about our beef at all? Did anybody mention anything?
No, they don't pay attention to us.
Battlestar go harder then.
Battlestar Galactica did acknowledge us, which shouts to him. You were a true pro, sir, for holding down the stream and hosting. It was enjoyable. But yeah, no, number one isn't looking at what number 3's doing. So,
and trust me, because we're the 1 and not the 2.
That's right.
Period.
But no, I'm excited for Nate's rat beef with Enzo. I want that to be a thing. Don't forget about that. And I want a 7-figure offer for these, Hunter. So come on.
And plane tickets.
Yes, for the fam.
Yeah.
Yes.
With it.
That's all I got.
Yeah.
Nathaniel.
I don't have much. Follow me on all the things. Instagram, Facebook. Nah, not really Facebook that much. Instagram is really where I spend most of my time. And yeah, a police officer got what he deserved this week. And that's all I'm going to say.
Period.
I was going to say plug the podcast you were on, but not after that.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I was on a podcast called the I Don't Know Dude podcast. And it was really fun. I talked for a couple hours there about, some toy stuff and rap, and we dived into some other things.
Life.
It was fun. It was fun. So
cool.
It's a good listen.
And yes, please follow your girl, Bad Culture TV on YouTube, Giandra LaBeouf on Instagram and Twitter. Keep me in your thoughts and prayers because we are winding down to almost getting this kid off to college. And it's making me very poor and very stressed. I had no idea my parents paid all these little incidental fees.
Yeah,
and what the hell?
Yeah.
What the hell are all these fees? I don't understand. So pray for your girl. Donate to the IllumiNERDI channel so that we can get on the road to being profitable. And maybe sometime soon in the future, our owner will send me my belt so I can have some wrestling stuff in my background too.
There you go.
Is this thing on? Can I get my belt? But yes, so that's it. Make sure you're following the IllumiNERDI on Twitter, on Instagram. Make sure you're visiting everyday stories, stuff coming out this week because we're getting into the full swing of the entertainment stuff. Stuff is opening, so I'm sure there'll be much more news being dropped, exclusives on the IllumiNERDI. So stay tuned for that. And we wish you all a wonderful, wonderful Sunday night. Thanks for watching.
Thank you.